Good morning, I'm Anna Edwards from Bloomberg Television and welcome to your Daily Digest. Coming up, what you can expect at Advertising Week Europe today, but first, the business headlines. Senior Goldman Sachs and Morgan Stanley executives say they're preparing to shift staff and operations from London to elsewhere in the EU, with Goldman's considering making Frankfurt its EU hub. Middle Eastern airlines face challenges after the US announced a ban on people carrying large electronic devices onto flights from the region bound from America, citing security concerns. Britain followed suit hours later. And a growing number of Republicans are calling on President Trump to retract his claims that he was wiretapped during last year's election after the FBI's director said there was no evidence to support that accusation. Now, it's day 3 of Advertising Week Europe Festival in London. Facebook's European leader, Nicola Mendelsohn, starts the day on a high note, talking to the one and only Gary Barlow about life after Take That, the power of music and embracing creativity. Over on the Fast Company stage, we're invited to meet our future working lives as Bauer Media Group hosts a panel looking at the trends likely to impact us all in the years to come. Also today, we have Twitter's advice to brands looking to engage in real time, a look at the opportunities presented by virtual reality and a business-to-business session on how best to engage CEOs through videos. That's all for now. Stay tuned for insights on the world's biggest marketing groups from Bloomberg Intelligence, and I'll see you tomorrow.
Good morning for everyone. Welcome to day 3 of Advertising Week Europe taking place here in London. I'm Arif Durrani from Bloomberg Media and this is Alex Wish from Bloomberg Intelligence. Now, at the start of the week, we looked at the health of Interpublic Group. But how are the other holding companies doing in comparison? Alex here has been looking at the data and will provide a snapshot of the industry.
Well, Interpublic was definitely the best performer last year and likely to be the same case in 2017. Now, if you look at the other end of the spectrum, you find WPP, which is only forecasting 2% organic growth this year, likely to be the weakest among the big holding companies. What's the main reason for that? They lost 2 big accounts at the end of last year. You have VW and AT&T.
That's right. Both accounts went to Omnicom Media Group. So were they bullish for this year?
Surprisingly, they were not as bullish as I would have expected them to be, given the wins. What's the answer for that? You know, I was looking at the presentation when Sir Martin Sorrell spoke about those losses. He said there was very little margin to be made, particularly in VW.
Interesting. Yeah, I remember from my days as an agency reporter, no one ever lost an account which was in profit, apparently. Time will tell whether that's politics or not. Now, how about Publicis Group? We haven't talked about them.
Publicis is struggling for other reasons. Their merger with Sapient has distracted key account managers probably from winning accounts. And what we saw at the end of last year was particularly worrying because you saw fourth quarter organic revenue in decline, which is very rare for these companies. The main reason for that was basically in Razorfish. The pipeline dried out without new clients being brought in time for Razorfish to deliver a decent operation. Can that be turned around overnight? No, I think that's a process. I expect definitely an improvement from the terrible fourth quarter through 2017, but also they're still in the middle of the transformation and breaking down silos.
Yeah, that's right. They're in transition, aren't they? We've got Publicis Media now bringing together Zenith Optimedia, Starcom Media Vest Group and Blue 449. And this streamlining, this consolidating within the industry, that again is a trend you've been watching, isn't it?
For sure. I mean, all the agencies, they want to break down the silos, and what they want to do is actually have areas or disciplines around the client. Publicis basically is in the middle of that transformation. But they're not the only ones. Everyone, you have WPP talking about horizontality, and you have Havas, a much smaller company, but nevertheless, they are actually talking about using their model of villages, Havas villages in key locations, to bringing in a physical location all the capabilities around the client. So watch that space.
Yeah, I have to say I was lucky enough to go to Havas's new King's Cross office, and it's a fantastic space. I don't think many clients will be moaning about having everyone under one roof there. So time will tell. Thank you, Alex, for those insights. And that's it from us for today. For those of you going to Ronnie Scott's tonight, courtesy of Vivo, enjoy the music, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.